here's a model that maybe will make a little bit of sense. Like just the mathematics of playing cards, like playing Texas Hold'em. Once you know the math of Texas Hold'em, you know you're not going to get that inside straight. And it's like, what does that is that kind of a similar idea where like when I'm in it, I win most of the games of poker I play with people just because I can do the math pretty fast. Where you're like, and you can see when people are going to chase something that they shouldn't, or you can do a lot of. There's a couple, but there's always just some maneuvering where even if they get a magical card, if you stick with the strategy, the mathematically proven strategy over the long run, you're going to come out ahead more times than you're
Yeah,
going to lose.
I mean, like I'm a poker player. I play Texas Hold'em a lot, and I mean, kind of. It is there's definitely some overlap there because, but it all depends, right, on how many dimensions you're playing the game, right? What you're talking about won't work with somebody else who knows the math and is playing at a more dimensions of the game than you. So like, it kind of depends. So
Okay, but does that exist? Because that was what I was getting to before.
yeah,
Because like, do you never go up against somebody versed in evil who knows this mathematical formula, who can use the same thing against you that you're using against them?
I mean, I haven't, but like, maybe
Theoretically, it's possible.
yeah, of
Okay,
course.
good.
Oh
So there we
yeah, are
go.
you kidding me? Like, I don't claim to be the end all be all of anything. So yeah, for sure, I'm sure. And given the work that I'm doing, I'm sure I will encounter somebody like that. But the difference, what I'm confident about in myself is that
Yeah.
I'll recognize when I'm in that situation.
Well, I guess though, let's jump to the end game. And then the end game with that situation would be they would get you to embrace a philosophy of hatred, which seems improbable, right? That would be the proof that they were better than you at it because they got that, right?
I
Got to that
guess.
point.
I
That I mean,
mean,
like this is just
I don't know
this.
if
I'm
that's
just
like
providing
their
myself with a. I'm
I don't
providing
think that's
myself with a
their real
framework.
intention, you know? I think mostly their intention is to destroy, you know? And so, like,
You
maybe
think
that
they
would
don't
represent
want?
destruction for them in a certain context, but I don't know.
That's interesting though. Is it? Is it that they want, or do they want a community based on the same ideology of?
I don't
Well, it'd
think
be the
so.
community of destruction. You don't think so? Because
No.
I feel like a lot of white supremacy does like the stuff. It's all designed to make you helpless, to make you fearful, but then also to make you loyal to a group that's toxic. It's all
Yeah,
designed to like
but so they can control and
they
destroy you.
but they but they want you, but don't they all, isn't there also a part where they want you, like they want love, but they try to get it by forcing you. It's like it's all this, it's this twisted way, it's this twisted mindset. They justify their way of doing things, but they have a goal, I think. I don't know. I guess I'm is it that there is their ultimate objective destruction, or do they want all the things that we want and they think their ideology is the way to get it, and they feel a grievance because their ideology never seems to work. They think if everybody did their ideology, then it would work, right? That's why they try to force their ideology on everybody. It's sort of
I
like,
think that you're giving them too much credit.
oh, I don't know though, but I think I'm giving them a little bit. Don't you think there's a sense of humanity? It's sort of like the difference is if you're like the defensive coordinator for a football team, right? If the scheme is bad, the players are going to blame the scheme, but the coach is going to play the players for not executing the scheme, right? So that's this kind of issue that we have. It's like it seems like evil people always think they don't think they're evil, do they? Is this a case where they do think they're evil?
I mean, sometimes not, you know? Like, sometimes they know they're evil, sometimes they don't think they're evil. I think most people who are in the follower category, being controlled, being forced, do not know they're evil,
That's
right?
true. That's
Yeah.
true.
But I
But
think the
what about
people
the
at the
guys at
top
the
are pretty
top who are?
clear.
But it's are they in it just for? Well, that'll be more to think about too. It's a good interesting point.
Yeah, I think that what you said there about that they want the same things that the rest of us want, I agree with that point.
Okay.
Okay? But in terms of the rest of it, like I don't think I think that they know they can't get it the way that they're going about it, but they're still trying to force they are puppets themselves and they don't want to acknowledge that. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
Like so everything is about denial.
Yeah.
Denial is what fuels them. And so
And
like whatever fuels their denial, that's how they'll act out. But they're not really they don't have the same kind of like definitive goal as like trying to build community or something like that. It's just something that fuels their denial. So it's empty. It's a much more empty life than what you're. That's why I said I think you're giving them too
Oh,
much
that's
credit.
true.
There's like an emptiness there that they're just trying to
Well,
avoid.
I think they've got an endpoint that's impossible to get to, but I think they might sincerely believe that everything would be great if everybody just believed like
Well,
they
they
did.
have to believe that, otherwise they would have.
Yeah,
It's part of their denial mechanism.
yeah, okay. And what they don't ever see is that their way of doing things will never get them there, but they still have that
They don't
endpoint that they think
see
that they
see,
can
but
get to.
that part they don't care about. That.
Do you not?
No,
They
because
don't.
like literally they know somewhere in their guts they already know
That's
that.
true. I believe that. I think they do have an involuntary, because it's sort of like
So
we were talking
everything
about.
becomes about denying that gut feeling. Everything.
Okay, because that's something true. Because I think I ended up in Peru as a result, as a consequence, not of a conscious decision, but of a more of an involuntary
You knew
need for
you had
my
to get
safety.
out.
Yeah. So that's in there, but that's a powerful thing where if I hadn't gone, I mean, I did go, so I guess we shouldn't say these, but it's like you needed kind of this radical break in order to adopt a new kind of philosophy or to have faith in this new philosophy. So that's the thing. It's like I'm trying to figure out. It's like how do you show that to people without having them live in South America for 10 years or I don't know how to do that yet. I guess that's what we're working on.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the goal of the contraband wagon is to explore that question, right? Like put people on a stage. I want to give like a 10-minute discussion about the impetus of creating the contraband wagon, why I decided to do it, my own evolution of race consciousness. Then give people a chance to come out and sit across from me, meet them as strangers, and let's just talk about this, Start by building trust and a relationship quickly by finding out what they're curious about. Draw a connection to race through that curiosity. Show them reality and then give them a chance to decide to accept or reject in real time. And then you decide. You decide what you want to do, but make a choice. And I think that's the most that I personally, as an individual, can do at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know what impact that will have on a larger scale or where that will go from there, but it's a starting point. Thanks for watching. For access to the full-length conversation and all of the 2-hour-long unedited conversations that I've had on race, click the support link in the description below. Thanks for your support and see you next time.